Welcome back to ACTbyNumbers3. We'd like to start, we talk about starting on a journey with living human beings. With living human beings, life has a beginning and an ending point.
Begin, end. I would explain that.
First, humans, as we had mentioned in from the eye view, the matrix, humans began learning through taking in information through the five senses. That's number one.
That's number one. Take it in through the five senses, if you recall.
For example, do you have that pen you were just talking about? I want to let
I use this.
Okay, tell us about that. Through the five senses.
Through the five senses, I can see it, sort of blue. I can feel it. I can, well, if I wanted to, I could taste it, but I'm not going to do that. Taste it, smell it. Definitely, whoa, it definitely smells. And finally hear it. I think that's all five.
Wow.
Right.
So that's one way in which humans can kind of take in information about their environment. Another way, though, is kind of unique. If I held up to you a dime and a nickel, two coins, a dime and a nickel, and asked you this simple question: which is the biggest?
From the pen that we just did point of view, the nickel's the biggest.
That is based on size.
Size, the feeling of it. The nickel's bigger.
However,
From the one point of view, the nickel's bigger.
however, from the two point of
Whoops,
view,
I do it too.
we would say that the dime is bigger.
Wow.
How can that be?
Because that's the mind. Really? I mean, you think that's what we were taught through verbal instruction. Our parents taught us that a dime is bigger than a nickel because it's worth more money.
So interestingly, humans can experience the world in two different ways.
Two ways.
Through the five senses,
Five senses way, one.
through the mental way.
Two, which is also a beginning, by the way.
However, humans have a uniqueness.
They do.
And what is that uniqueness?
Well, it can be summed up under a very simple word. Me. Me, I am unique.
In that I can notice the difference between five senses, experiencing versus mental experiencing.
But this me is always the end point. Can notice the difference.
Let me just highlight that in a quick example. If I asked you three basic questions. First question: what did you have for breakfast this morning? Question number two: who's sitting in the seat that you're currently sitting in? And three: where will you go when you leave this videotaping? If I ask you those three questions and looked at your answers, and in your answers take away all of the stuff that is not the same, what am I left with?
Want me to answer that?
Sure.
I. That's in the middle. See you in the next videotape.